Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to show you guys a quick little sideline series you can do to work on your glutes and engage your postural muscles. So if you'll join me here on your mat, we're going to need a theraband, and you can use a long one or a looped band. So I have medium density for both of these, and you can tie the long one around the tops of your thighs or just use the looped band. So join me here on your mat. We'll get started. Pick which one you want to use if you have both. And we're just going to start with our feet planted in front of us, hands come behind, and you're just going to kind of recline back into the elbows. So rounding out the spine, kind of look down towards your belly button, curl your tail up towards the knees. We're just going to drop the knees side to side. So if you guys have been experiencing this quarantine like I have lately, we are sitting around a lot more than we are used to, so bodies are getting a little bit tighter. So take this time to really just gently warm up the muscles that we're going to be working today. And it should feel nice on the spine, maybe adding a little look over the shoulder, just doing what feels right here. We'll take this a couple more times side to side. Maybe I'm going to look over the opposite shoulder, get it more of a twist here. And then last one. So finding center, we're going to take our band around our legs, and like you're putting on a pair of pants, bring it all the way over the tops of your thighs. So depending on the material of your pants, and you definitely probably want some like compression shorts, guys. This tends to rip the hair off of your legs. I don't know from experience. So go ahead, bring this on your legs, and we're going to come down onto our right side. So laying it down here, options to keep the elbow kind of propped up underneath the shoulder, or you can lay yourself down on your shoulder if that's more comfortable for your neck, and we can also take hand behind the head. I'm going to take this route here. So from here we're going to go into clamshells to start. You're going to lift that top leg and then bring it back together. Exhale, lift the top leg, and then bring it back together, keeping the toes connected as we lift and lower. You should start to feel a wrapping here, kind of bringing awareness into the back side of the glute, specifically that glute med, little tiny one right in the middle. We'll do twice more. And then on this next one, you're gonna hold the opening, keeping the same distance between the knees. We're gonna add the extension forward and then bring it back together. Inhale as you extend the leg. Exhale, bring it back together. We'll do twice more. Using the breath, trying to relax the tension from the left side of the neck. Last one, stay extended. We're gonna flex and lower the leg, and then lift and bring it back up, pointing the toe. Flex it, lower it, and then point the toe, bring it back up. Flex and lower, point the toe, lift. By now that glute should be heating up. Last two. One more, we're gonna hold the lift, hold the toes pointed, draw a circle, back up and over. Inhale, up and over. Using your breath, just distracting us from that muscle. One more, and then reverse it the other way. Lifting up and over, trying to keep the belly engaged here. Don't let this hip change. Last one, and then bring it together. Whew. Give that glute a little love. And then we're gonna come onto our back here. So laying down on your back, we're going to start to take this into a bridge instead. So curling the tail up towards the sky and then releasing back out of it. Exhale, curl the tail. Inhale, release back out. Keeping those palms nice and flat, really trying to reach those shoulders down your back. Twice more. And then we're going to take this one step further. So starting that tuck and lift, curling to keep that low belly engaged. Inhale at the top. We're going to march the right leg up to tabletop, pulling into the band. Take it back down to the mat, and then the left leg comes up. Take it back down. Last three, both sides, 4 of them. Here's last one. Left side. One more time. Or I think I said 4, so 2 more times. Trying to get better at counting. I have lots of time to practice. One more left side, and then come back down, rolling down through the center of your spine. Okay, you're gonna roll yourself up, hug your knees in, and then spin around and find the other side. So right into it already. This feels like it's a massage to kind of lay into the IT band that I already worked. So finding where you're comfortable, just like we did on the other side. Hand in front, a reminder to lift the belly off the floor. And we start with clamshells. Exhale, lift the knee. Inhale, bring it back. And bring it back. Trying to resist the pull back down, almost going slower as you close the knees. That's gonna give you a little bit more bang for your buck. And this is for free, so, right, you're welcome. Last two. One more, lift and stay lifted. We extend from the knee. Can you keep the same distance apart from both kneecaps as you open and close the leg? Kicking out and bringing it back in. It's gonna hone in right on the top of that hip. Last two, karate kick. And then bring it back, last one, kick it out, hey, stay there. And then we bring it around. Oh, nope, we don't, we lift and lower. I got excited. Lower flex, point the toe, take it up. So now we're into our adduction, abduction, finding a little continuation of that muscle into our oblique, lifting and lowering. Let's go, last two. And lower, one more. And stay, we circle. Now we circle, yeah. Here's three. Whew, glute is starting to get into my brain, I think. And then last one. And then we reverse it back the other way. Trying to keep that hip connected. Don't let it rock and roll here. No Elvis pelvis. Last one. And then bring it together. Whew. Okay, now this time let's take our band, bring it to the feet, and we're gonna hold on to the other side. So from here we're gonna think like jogging in place, if you're familiar with the reformer, pushing up through the ball of one foot or the heel of the other, and then switching directions. Pushing up, heel of one foot, ball of the foot of the other, like you're pulling the band apart. Trying to let this elongate the hamstrings, ankles. Should ultimately feel good after that series we just did. And this is just a quickie today. So from here, we're gonna take one foot out. I'm gonna take my left, probably to mirror me will be your right. And then taking that to the mat, just notice how this leg feels here, how this hip flexor feels. Is it lifting you up? Do you feel kind of scrunched? Maybe to take some pressure off, we'll take that leg back in. So if that's for you, take it there today. I'm gonna keep it nice and long. And then from here, both hands or one hand, we're gonna guide that leg around in some circles. So one leg circle here, just stirring the femur head around that socket. Inhale, exhale around. Here's two. And one more. And then we're gonna reverse our circles back the other way. Trying to keep the hips stable here. I think keeping the hips stable allows you to get more of a stretch as you come across, especially like right as you get to that diagonal. For me, hip flexor, IT band and hamstring are feeling that really nice. Last one. And then let's take our strap and cross it over and just get a nice little twist. Maybe letting the hip lift now. Maybe relaxing this arm that's holding on, right? Don't force it. Just let it happen. And then we'll start to bring ourselves back out of there. Easiest way to switch, bring the other foot in. Keep that band nice and smooth. And then take the other leg out. So already just taking a moment here, notice the difference, right side hip flexor, are we scrunched? Or can we maybe take some pressure off if that's the case? I'm gonna keep it long again, gotta be even side to side. So from here we stir the pot, take that one leg circle around. Back up above, we inhale it out, exhale it back around. And I'm letting the band kind of take my arm with it instead of holding it in place and moving through the tension with my leg. That just, I don't know, this feels better. Do what feels good for you. It's always a choose your own adventure here. And then let's switch it the other way, out and around. Again, trying to keep that Elvis pelvis under control. Here's last three. Still breathing, inhale out, exhale around. Here's last one. Good, and then just for good measure, we switch the hand, we cross the leg over, let the hip lift, look back to the opposite side. Try to get those shoulders on the mat together, right? They're friends, let them stay there. And then we're just gonna breathe. And then we'll bring it back up above. You're gonna take your right foot back in, or whatever your other foot is back in. And then fun way to come up, see if you can maybe balance in a teaser here. You're gonna roll yourself up. Stay for a breath. Maybe we can lift an arm, back in front. Lift an arm, back in front. Let's do that one more time. Oh yeah. And then come back, lower down, take the band away, drop it, and bring yourself up from there. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I'm gonna have more for you, hopefully by the end of this week. Stay tuned.